God is speaking to these people. He's saying, I need you to walk the straight and narrow. I need you to find comfort in that. Aligning to my word. Finding structure in that and discipline in that. Allow me to hold you blameless. And then going about your journey to wherever I lead you. And surely you will fear at times, but it'll pass because I have an angel that goes before you. I have promises that I've spoken over you. And those promises will keep you in alignment because the fear will be so great that surrounds you. You won't have an idea to deviate from the promises because deviating from the promises means your demise. That's the kindest way I could speak it to you. And in you leading on this foot, you are useful to everyone. You're not just useful to your brethren and sistren. You're useful to those fallen ones too, friend. Yeah. Because when we get to the book of Revelation, we will find that all things will become rectified. That God will not leave anyone out. Many of us feel like God is going to leave people out, and even the tribe of Dan is going to get left out. They were left out, the 144 and all this kind of stuff. It's always this God. We always bask in the fact that God is going to do something bad to somebody. And I'm sure there are going to be some that God does some tough love stuff to. I'm not saying that it's not that way. But I'm here to tell you that these beings, these fallen beings, know God in a way better than we do. And going back to what I said earlier about them looking to be the heads of people is a double-edged sword, in my opinion. Surely there was a jealousy going on. They wanted the love of God. They wanted to, it was the love of God, and because of selfish intentions, the lust of women, the feminine, not just physical women, but the feminine, the lust of the earth, being able to go above and beyond their own potential callings in the realm that they were in. Now they can be God in this realm and do it however they want, set it up however they want to set it up. And then to be included in something that they were not included in. To be partakers of something that they could never be partakers of. In doing so, they aligned themselves to those that God loved. And in their mind, they could justify it by saying, I'm doing this because I don't want to be left out. I've got to make my way in something so I don't get left behind. And surely they will do terrible things. There will be mistakes that they would make. Terrible mistakes. Mistakes that they would not be able to forecast out. They were not gods anywhere. They had never done this God thing before. The Apocrypha speaks to in the book of Enoch that the things that they knew were worthless things. The wisdom that they've known and that they bestowed to Adam and Eve were not even pillars of strength. They were worthless ABC stuff in the realm of God. But that they thought were great and that they knew would be great in this realm. By limiting the capacity in which Adam and Eve would ascend to. I hope you're following me here. They stunted the growth of Adam and Eve and their descendants so that they go no further in knowledge than they know. Neither do they want to. All because they didn't want to get left behind. All because they wanted to be somebody in this realm. They wanted to partake in the creative process in this realm, which is the feminine. They lusted after the feminine. And in them doing these things, they then create a new form of Adam and Eve. Adam and Eve would not grow into what God would establish for them. They would never ascend to the heights that God would establish for them. And they would simmer in ignorance. Many of those that follow these entities, they don't even respect. Do you think these entities that have gone into the heavenly realms were God's right-hand man that knew absolute righteousness, that have seen monumental levels of truth and of stability of truth and of righteousness, that respect? Do you think they respect what they've created here in this realm? I just want you to think about that. Do you think they're honored by this? Do you think when they look at the state of affairs of Adam and Eve and the likes thereof, that they're proud of their creation? I'm telling you, I don't believe they are. I do not believe they are. I think they're embarrassed. This is why you don't see them. They don't want to be around anybody. They don't want to be around this. Many of you don't even want to be around the ignorance of this. They do not. And they know the monumental price that must be paid for such things. So the only alternative they have, they feel, is to run. But where do you run to? How do you run from your Creator? Where? Where in His creation do you run? Friend. And this is